Hey y'all, welcome back to Ascending with Ashley. I'm Ashley. Hey, we're going to do a reading. We're going to use Yin Yang Oracle, alright? It's my most prized possession deck. That's why the box looks like that. Anyway, now you guys can see me shuffle, which you couldn't see before. We're just going to do an energy check. Let's see what's up. Now I was listening to this song on repeat, so are we, alright? It's all good. Quite an interesting video. Alright, you may be getting unexpected funds. You may be, that's way too many. Take this one, is it? Air, energy, yeah. Okay. So we're still going through our dark night of the soul. Remember, I told you it's not just one night. It's very misleading. There's a lot of shit you can do to, journaling is a good idea. Oh, God. It's the same fucking reading. Thoughts and isolating. This is important to do while you're in your dark night of the soul. Okay? Let me give you guys some introspection questions. Alright? This is a hard copy, pretty awful hard copy of the Daily Decolonizing Zine. This is another zine I've been working on for a very long time. But anyway. Let me give you some introspection questions for shadow work so that it's all in one spot. You don't have to go anywhere else. Okay? What feelings do I have about owning my shortcomings? What ableist remarks or behaviors have I made or done? How have I been a problem? How do I change? Am I aware of my emotions? Do I know how I am problematic? Have I apologized or taken accountability for the harm that I've caused? How do I return to my own innocence? Do I have a savior complex? Am I selfish? How do I rewire my brain? Alright, now we're gonna go through feelings. Why do I feel embarrassed? Why do I feel scared? Why do I feel stupid? Why do I feel ashamed? Why do I feel mortified? Why do I feel detached? Why do I feel guilty? Why do I feel cold? Am I egotistical? With these feelings, when they are coming up, instead of being judgmental about yourself or your process, you just meet it with curiosity, and you also remember to allow yourself to flow through it, right? Pretend you are your emotions represented by water, okay? And air came out. I tell you guys this all the time, but not everyone watches all the videos. So pretend you're, like, when you're going through shadow work and stuff, pretend you're just like this pirate ship, right? Alright? You're on your pirate ship and you're feeling your feelings, but without air, okay? Breathing is the air, okay? So when you feel these things come up, or when you're going through these questions to better understand yourself, you want to breathe through them, okay? That's the air in the sails of your pirate ship. The emotions themselves, that's the water aspect, okay? It's okay. Just allow yourself to feel the feelings, alright? Okay. Do I believe that I am elite or supreme to others? Okay? How do I act around folks who are marginalized? Do I laugh at others' misfortunes? How many pages of shadow aspects do we have? Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, we'll get 3 more pages. You ready? The worst thing I've ever done was, most of the shadow work stems from guilt. So when I was doing mine, I was incarcerated, but I made an inventory of like the things I felt guilty about, and most of it was that I owed people money, and it was like small amounts of money, you know, 20 bucks here, 75 here, right? It wasn't like I owe someone $20,000. It was like just little things, but I'm a relatively good person, so whatever it is for you to do your inventory to figure out what you feel guilty about, it's cool. All right. The behaviors, beliefs. What behaviors and beliefs do I work from every day, and why? Okay? Are they your own beliefs, or is it something that was forced upon you? Do I believe in myself? What qualities am I proud of? What trauma do I have? How can I heal my pain and the pain that I've caused others? How have I grown? What do I feel guilty about? All right, which is, you know, remember we just talked about that with what's the worst thing I've ever done. Okay. Am I capable of empathy? How am I oppressed? What, and that means like systemically, not like interpersonally. What biases was I raised to believe and uphold? All right, we've got 2 more pages of these. If you want a copy of this for yourself, we do shadow work. And then we go through relationship dynamics, and then we go through community, and then we look at like the larger systemic stuff. So this is a decolonizing guide for you to decolonize in all aspects. I think that decolonizing and shadow work are essentially the same thing. I've been through it. All right. Anyway, this is $10. You can just email me if you want a copy, and you can give me the $10 in Cash App, and then I will email you the PDF. Alright, do I recall my own trauma? When I'm triggered, how do I act? What beliefs of mine are outdated? I got you, baby. What am I doing to decolonize myself? Do I learn things without expecting praise? Okay, now we're going to go into some subjects, Jesus fucking Christ. Religious. Do I believe if people don't have my beliefs, they're all going to hell? Do I believe that someone is coming to save me? All right, energetically. Do I understand reciprocity and energy? Am I aware of my own energy? I'm also going to add on, am I aware of the space I take up, like out in public, like waiting in line or, you know, making people move? This is a really good question for men. Especially men who like dominate space, like on the bus when you sit with your legs like this, or on the sidewalk where you like don't move for women. Okay, are you aware of the space you take up? Vanity. Is my worth in the way that I look? Do I expect respect because of my status? Am I distracted by greed? Alright, and monetarily, do I donate my time or resources to my community? Do I understand classism? What other ways can I make money? In concepts, do I understand decolonizing and shadow work? What do I wish the world knew? And what visions do I have for a future for all, not just me? Alright, if you're still in this space, go through some of these questions, or all of them, preferably. That was just the self part of this, the shadow work aspects. I think that's a really important place to start, because once you do your own shadow work, you're going to have that firm foundation of all of these other aspects, right? So we're working from like a micro to macro scale. The self, your relationship to others, your relationship to your community, and your relationship to the collective as a whole, or within these systems. Understanding the ways in which you have done harm and acknowledging it, taking accountability. Again, you don't need to do a fucking podium speech. You don't need to like make this a big deal and have everybody, you know, have a coming out party or shit like that. You don't have to do all that. All you need to do is your own inner work, right? And remember, it's a process. This shit doesn't need to get done, but it is continuing to come out in the cards. So, gotta put this away. Again, if you want a copy of the zine, let me know. It's just a PDF. You can print it yourself or just access it that way. I'm not printing it for you. I don't have money like that. Or time to do that. Okay, just try to be as productive as you can about the ways in which you are isolating and thinking. Try not to be stuck in these spaces of these cycles of, you know, abuse within your own self, right? Demeaning yourself or whatever. Try to be as productive as possible. The sooner you're honest with yourself about your process and the experiences you've had and the reason you have feelings and behaviors, the sooner you're going to be over this. The sooner you're going to shed light. The sooner you're going to be able to really love yourself and accept yourself and stand in your own authenticity. You can't really do that unless you are honest and authentic with yourself first. If this feels like something you don't want to do, that's okay. You have free will. You don't have to. But this is what we are all being asked to do, is our shadow work. There's also a shadow work journal available on TikTok Shop, I think. I've never really looked at it. I got you, baby. We gotta go for our walk soon. But alright. I hope you guys are doing well. You're gonna be alright. Remember to allow things to flow. Okay? Air. I had someone tell me the other day that they could see air as a coffee response to something I said. And I've been thinking about that a lot. And yeah, you can absolutely see air. You can see air when you are warmer than the air around you. You can see air when you smoke. You can see air when wind moves. So, alright. Just kidding. Have a good one.